Coach, we've asked if it's nice to be home before with only a day or two in between. How's it been the last few days settling back in here at home?
Yeah, it's been good. It's been good. Guys get back home, they get some rest, they get their own gym, they get their own meals, they get their own bed, so it's been really nice.
Yeah, much needed with the stretch that the team had been on of late. How was practice this week? How have practices been? What are some of the things you guys maybe identified that needed some work over that stretch of not much practice?
Yeah, we basically needed to have another mini training camp. We went, like I said, those 33 days, we had 3 practices, so we had to refresh everything, we had to go over everything. Things were getting loose in all aspects of systems, and it's understandable when you don't practice, things get loose. So try to touch on everything and just tighten everything back up.
Good opportunity to get Tristan Robbins kind of worked in as well after he joined the team late in the road trip there.
Yeah, no, he got to sit down with the coaches and look at some video and then actually get some reps on the penalty kill and some line reps with some guys to get some familiarity, so it was good for him.
How much of a difference does this practice time make? Because some folks might think about the fact that these guys just do nothing but play hockey. So how can another practice really make that much of a difference?
Well, I think in practice things are predictable. You're doing a drill that, let's say it's focused on the forecheck, so they can really dial in on their details on the forecheck, and if they make a mistake, we can blow it down and correct it. We're in a game, and we had so many games you couldn't do that. You lived for it and make a mistake, and it gets corrected after the fact, but in the moment in practice where you can blow a drill down and move a guy over 2 feet or move a guy's stick to the right side and just get their details back in their game, I think it's very important.
One of the other nice parts about having a gap between games is some rest. Is there any help coming off the IR, or are guys still working their way back?
Yeah, no, we got what we got. Guys are getting closer, but still got some good news on Sebrango. He's closer than we thought, and Bonjo's still a long ways away, and Sogi's still a long ways away, so we have what we have.
That being said, it is AHL trade deadline day. Is it as big of a weight on players as last week's NHL trade deadline?
I don't think so. There's obviously not as many trades made on this day, but you know, there's a buzz and there's guys asking, and you know, are we doing anything or whatever. So not quite the dramatic. We don't have the TSN Trade Center out there, but there is conversations being had. So we'll see.
All right, settling in for 10 of the next 11 at home. It's the 10 of the final 11 home games you'll play this season. Suffice to say, we don't need to overstate the importance of these games.
Yeah, whether it's at home or on the road, like we're in a battle here for that playoff spot, and we got our sights set on certain numbers. So good to be home, like I said, with the comfort of our home. But at the end of the day, you get out there, nets are the same size, they're the same size. We got to win the games.
Just curious if there's any focus, any attention paid to what's happening in Ottawa, just with the run that the NHL team is on, and maybe trying to build some momentum, excitement, just for what's happening overall in the organization right now.
No, it's awesome, and I've been here 6 years now, and it's never been like this. So for us, it's real good, and you know, the motivation for these guys is before they'd get called up for token sympathy games, and now they're battling down here to be called up to contribute in a playoff push up there. So it just pushes everybody down here to be better and not just get the token call up at the end of the year to see what you got. You're hoping to get called up and put into a playoff type game and a playoff push up there. So it just pushes everybody in the organization. It's great. Yeah,
super exciting for sure. Lastly, the Bridgeport Islanders won't make the Calder Cup playoffs, but that hasn't changed the way that they played. They beat Laval midweek in Laval. What do you expect from the Islanders tonight? How do you counter that and start the homestand off right?
Yeah, they got good players. They got some veteran guys that are really good, and like you said, they took Toronto to overtime last week too. So, they're guys playing for jobs next year and even for call-ups of the island. So they're a good team, but again, it's more about us. We have to get our game in order. I think it's slipped a little bit, but definitely got some players that can make it pay over there.